thank you for watching the video. Now, we're into what? Still in episode 5, part 7 or 8. But one thing I want to point out, I did find all the toy truck locations. I just haven't collected them all. I'll probably do that in a video, either the next one or the one after that. But just, believe it or not, just getting to the halfway point of this level, or map, I should say. And I'll show you some of the stuff that has happened in between the episodes next. Yeah, as you can see, I was doing pipe work, couldn't get to the correct location, and decided just gun it. Okay, let's get into like the locations of. Let's start down here. Here's one toy location. You can just barely see with the gold spot on this house. That's in the flood zone, so that'll be most likely number 5 that we can pick up because you got drain the swamp just to get to it. Now, unless you're going all the way north like I did, where I first found one of the locations of the toy, like right here, that's your number 2. Number 3 is over here by the cabin. And believe it or not, I passed number 4 so many times up here. I gotta figure out how to get up here and retrieve it. So later I'll get my scout, bring them down to one of these roads here and take my mule to pick them up. And then our last one, believe it or not, was actually all the way over here. I had to research it because I'm like, what's with this little square thing? And I come close as the dozer. So that's all the locations for the toys. I did find all the spots for the spacecraft as you saw in the videos. One right here, one over here. So with that, I'm now to my next objective, which is, let's see, getting steel beams. Yeah, I have a slight issue right now. Mainly being there's hardly any steel here, just little bits here and there. Not enough to make all 12, honestly, maybe half of a 6. So if I'm going to have to just buy some from the market, either way, I might as well just buy my wares. By the rest, I have 3, so that means I only need 9 more. I'm not sure how much more of steel beams I'll need later on, but it's here and there. I might as well get the Sandwing power line back up and running. Because I'm right here, and I actually want to see how much of a difference it is between the 2 cranes. I did actually get this, and I just realized there's a nice little feature that I didn't realize was actually in here, which is actually putting down the anchors and seeing how the crane actually moves. So we'll use this one to get beams, I should say. Probably should get all 9. Well, maybe I'll just get the 2 and then buy the last 7 for the other job later. I'll probably do that. Because one thing I do want to check out is how high is the engine from the ground. Since I'm going to a swamp, I gotta compare the 2 vehicles side by side. Because even if the other one actually runs smoother, if it's still lower to the ground, it's actually going to float out faster than this one. Which I have been able to go through deeper swamp waters. It just doesn't have that mobility to go through it easily. One, 2, 3. I think I just bought 2 extra. I mean 1 extra. Oh well. It's better to have 1 spare than not enough.
Okay, messed up.
Okay, I got the beams. Time to go check out which one's actually a better vehicle. Now, on this latest cargo vehicle, I should say, it has the worst carrier capacity I've seen. 5 tons. But really? 5 tons? That's supposed to be the best one? I mean, yeah, it has a little claw crane, but still. At this point in the game, it's like, what else is there to pick up with the claw crane? We've been picking up everything with a hook. So what else is there that's going to be useful with that claw crane? I mean, yes, it moves fast. But I would like something that goes well with a good carry capacity. If I wanted something like that, I would just want it to be just a crane version. I believe that's what the last crane, the one that looks like a tank, is. It has a good movement speed. Come on. I'm probably going to have to pave this area. But then again, I won't be going through here because, well, there's not really much still left besides up in the north. I have all the steel pipes projects completed. So I really won't need anything from there. It's just those large beams are so awkward to get down here, over here. So that begs the question, do I keep on... come on, Callie.
Still standing. With our usual luck, there'd be a crater instead. Yet, here it is. And it just needs some dust brushed off. I can hardly believe my eyes.
I know, Callie. You say that every time. Okay, so the engine on this one was in the back by the crane. Let's see where it is compared to the other one. I almost want to say it's up higher. Yeah, it is. It is up higher than the latest one. And just a warning, you have to leave a gap like this for the crane to go back into its location. So that's space that could be used for other materials. So that's something I don't really like myself, so that's another negative on it. That you're wasting space just to put the crane away. Okay, so since I can only take one of these down there to this location, I am trying to figure out what's the best course of action. Take it down. I don't want to go down this way because it's muddy as can be. It was a pain putting down infrastructure connected to 2 power lines. And I might have to do another one, so that's why I'm leaving that here in case I have to connect that one to the next one. Okay, so what to do? I could go for my East Tunnel route, go here, come back up, and aim for about here through the swamp area that then drain out. These rocks are going to be issues, so I might be better off just coming over here on this side, closer to the dam, and shooting here. I mean, at this point, I might as well go for the road itself and see how bad everything is. That doesn't look too deep. You know, I'm going to test drive that crane and just go with that. So let's get back into this one here. Belt. Put the ankles down because this is going to be a pain otherwise, so it tips over. I see no real point of these, honestly, since everything about this crane isn't, well, supposed to be too heavy. If it is, it's going to just tip over. Yeah, that's fast. Okay. Now I just gotta make sure I leave that gap open. Yeah. Check for the right location. There we go. Okay, so we need one more. If I can get the claw to do it what it's supposed to do. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be much easier. If it ain't broken, I always have some type of issue with it. There we go. And full crane. Okay, that's now done. And just in case of some random act of pain, I better have that strapped down too. Best course to get over there. It was a daredevil like. I would probably take this road here and hop over and see how far I get, but there's still a high chance of me just tipping over and flipping. But I do need to see what the standards of this vehicle are. Now I do believe I'm at my weight limit because we're actually going quite fast, decently, with 3 beams, or 2 I should say, and that's not really much to be hauling around with the vehicle. I might as well be using my lighter trucks. I mean, it doesn't put out that much noise, but then again, it doesn't have much power either. So if anything, I think if we could have is like a modification we can boost the engine power or weight capacity of these vehicles. That might be more helpful in later updates. So maybe September, August, because they have a nice little chart of what's being updated in June, July, but nothing really for September, October. Okay, the road should be up here to the left. Here we go. Now if I start sinking, I'm going to back out and go for the whole way around. So far so good. She's struggling a little bit, climbing. Just think, I'm just now halfway done with this map. Sure, I'm starting to speed up because I have a lot of roads complete, but it's still like, what? that's going on with this area. Type of deal. Okay, I might want to be in third person, see how I am doing. Okay, there's my drop-off point. I probably want to stay in low gear so I don't tip over into a swamp. A puddle at this point. Okay, what do we have? Any clear shot? That would have been bad. And with this vehicle, the angles I definitely do not trust. It's like the little arms. They don't do anything. I feel like I'm a T-Rex. Nice and steady. Stay on the green, stay out of the swamp. I feel I'm doing golf. Okay. Should be straight ahead. As long as I dodge all the trees and the stumps. Okay. What's gone?
Okay, we're almost there. Now all we need to do is plan a route so we can supply steel beams to the main power substation.
Huh? Okay, I wish you the best of luck. Oh. Here. Oh dear. I should be fine. I think everything on this path is pretty much paved. Just about. I'm probably going to just plot the route, but I won't start until I get my truck out of the way. I've been having issues with this curve here, so I'm going to have to go the long way around. Well, probably shouldn't. I'll find out what type of transportation it is. If maybe I'll go the other way around. I don't want any crisscrossing as much as I have been seeing with these vehicles. Because right here is going to be a junction where I only got one bridge. And there could be issues down the line here because most of this road is taken up by another transport, which I can technically pause. Because either way, once it's done, I'm not getting anything from it. And the particular glitch where I don't receive anything, it doesn't count anything after you have to stop the game, is actually getting annoying. So yes, I have most of the infrastructure done, but it's not really counting for it. I pretty much go just straight down this road. And make that a little bit easier for the AI since it's going to be like someone drunk as can be. They can just barely follow the map. And after this, it's pretty much this road here. That way I don't have to run into them after exit. If maybe I'll just restart or pause the one delivery so I know nothing's going to happen. I don't think anything else is coming down this road. It's just me. Oh, and the Western Tunnel. So that one just completed, just a little bigger than the last episode, honestly. Well, I just got all 60 steel concrete pallets. So that takes up a good bit of time, which in between episodes of what was it? Just about 4 or 5 hours. Me trying to fix stuff. Yeah, it was actually that long. So that takes about 5 to 7 hours straight of in real life game time. Because of it's being 18 real and taking its time. It doesn't respawn right away, I notice. So I'm a little bit too close to the edge. I want to stay within this line group until I had to split off. That might be a little bit too close. This is a long one. And how many times does it have to go through? 4 times. So after it drops off, I got 4 trucks afterward to deal with. The reason I'm saying all that because the per truck and the remaining reward after I get this one complete. So yes, the game has it done, but it's not really, you're not getting a reward until after all trucks have been delivered after the initial one. That white path goes to the old pump. Oh wait, it goes to that tower over there. This one goes to the old pump. And this one I need for the drop off. Oh really? I hope this is like a small truck. If it turns out to be an 18-wheeler, it's not gonna have an easy time. What do you mean? Well, limit reached. Oh, what? Okay, so there is a limit to your route. It's 200 points. So I used up almost exactly 200 points just to make this route. Oh, God. So you have to be careful on that too. Great. At least I now know what's my limit. That wasn't even told what in the game. I thought I had a limited amount of points I could just place down. Okay, before I start this, I want to get that truck out of there. And let's get this to the shop. And just like I'll just fast forward a few areas here and there. Hopefully I won't have too many issues. But I can't make any guarantees, quite honestly. I technically have 2 steel beams in storage. So I could use those. Use this one, that'll be 7, 3. I just need 4 more. I just don't want to use too much of my cash because I'm close to another upgrade. Or I should say another vehicle that I could actually be using for paving roads. Now, unlike me, I would hope someone else would actually pave this area. You just need the trailer's excavator, I believe. The one that makes sandy areas for your dump trucks. Because the point where it stops for that quarry, one's coming down here, I'll back up. This was what I was talking about earlier, so I might just pause this one. Because even though this is like a technically 2-lane road, there's only enough room for one vehicle to go through on it. So I'll pause that one. Either way, I don't need all the transport routes active. They're not going to count. So I'm going to have to start actually fixing that next. Because all they're doing is getting my way, getting into my way of getting stuff done. especially since most of the roads I do pave down are just about the size of a driveway. Okay, that's in storage. Okay. Before we start, let's start. Yeah. I'm actually getting irritated that I see trucks almost clip me when I spawn over here. Stop this one. Yeah, what's the tunnel to the railroad station? That is a long, painful wait. It's like a good 10-15 minutes until the next truck comes out. At that point, it's just better off just restarting the game and having the truck respawn forcibly. And once I get the this level complete, I'll just reactivate the routes. So hopefully that way it'll actually count. Okay, nothing should get in your way. Everything's canceled. And that one's a delivery, that one's a location mark. Well, since I gotta buy stuff just to get this one complete, I'll start buying 4 more steel beams. And off I go. I'll probably just fast forward this little bit here. Actually, free cash. That should help pay for steel beams. I take these forklifts over, get a little bit more spending money. Okay. That should help with the cost of the steel beams. That one won't be too much on my wallet. I mean, I know I got the toys to go collect, but still, I like to have a little bit extra in case I need to buy a second vehicle. Or the fact they might add in upgrades to the game, or have us buy fuel before the level starts. That'd be a nice improvement if we can just buy the fuel with our scout. Okay. I forgot to strap. That's a nice bit. 10 grand. Sell all. So it's 5 grand per forklift. And that just about paid for all the steel beams I needed. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
And like before, I'm just going to fast forward so you guys don't have to sit through.
Now imagine like I was doing cleanup at the beginning of the video showing in between episodes. I'll have that one job for cleaning out the drain, but since I have it already cleaned out, it should automatically check off. Should. Doesn't mean there won't be new stuff there when I get to that point. Okay, that's done. Now we just recall it to this location. I should deploy what I do have to work with. And pick up the material they do have already stashed out. And then I'll get those 7 and get the other 2 built. You would think it'd be an even number like 6 or 8, but I guess 7's fine. Maybe they split 1 in half. I mean, come on, really? That's 2 bases so far I've seen where there's resources out and about out of storage. I don't know. Now, I didn't get that far into the game, but if anyone else is farther out from the game like that, when the game first came out, was it that messy before? And it's just still trying to still fix it? Now between my 2 crane vehicles now with cargo, I have the mule, which I've been using as my trusty steed, and the new one, which quite honestly isn't too bad. Okay, this is my pickup. And I gotta figure out a good way to transport it over. Actually, hold on. What would be a good transport vehicle? Probably my usual tractor with the plow. Yeah. How big are they? They are quite large. I'm not sure these are gonna fit onto the one bed. I might be able to just squeeze them on. I might need to get my usually my 2 carry-on cargo truck. Yeah, that's 5. And that's 6. So it's 1 ton more on my trusty mule. With a LT200, I don't understand. Oh yes, it has a crane, the claw. I keep doing that by mistake. Really? Okay. So I guess that's done. What's this? Build it back up, transforms to the power station. Okay, so that's a side job I can do later. Let me get this side jump done first, and then I'll deal with that one. Okay. If I'm only going to be using a transport to get over here again. Oh, goody. My one issue is the bridges, because I can't use the crane over like I would with the concrete ones. And I'm not trusting the wood, because if it goes to the real physics, that wood bridge should just crack and snap and go down. And then I lose my material and vehicle. Okay, so you know what? Let's see how this looks. I might be able to just plop the equipment onto this one and be done. I might as well just stop loading this up with steel beams and save myself the trip. Really haven't used this one in a while. Let's see. Probably should aim for about the middle. In between these two spots. Well, actually, closer here. I'll just back this one up closer. From this point, I'm just going to fast forward so you don't have to watch this pain fest. Okay, I have my beams. Now, something just occurred to me when I go to deliver this that the new walls, the flooding, might just take flight and go into the water. I'm now cautious enough that I might just move the crane out of the way because if they spawn the wrong location, they might just glitch through the crane and destroy it, or just go flying into the river, which I don't have that much reach in this large river if they go into it. So before I drop this off, I'm actually gonna go move that crane. The more I think about it, because they could just spawn right at this location right here. And I do not want to be trying to fish out two walls out of the water, because as you can see, I'm close to the water and they could go flying or just glitch into a building like I had in a previous video. So I do not want to be finding out the hard way where they spawn. Yeah, this could be worse. I forgot to take off the hands again. I got my road equipment right here because I know at some point I gotta make a road from the storage unit to the port most likely. And this one particular gate would not stay open. Come on. Okay, there's a drop-off point. Where do they spawn? Come on. Okay, I brought the items to the location. I'm gonna be a little cheeky and just do this. There. They're at the right location. Where's my materials? I think they just spawned in. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah. I feel I can actually just get by with this vehicle as long as I do it properly. I just really don't want to use that any trailer-like truck right now.
Okay. How well does this work? I'm not sure, honestly.
One of those days where, well, I should have finished this run road here, but I'm in the tractor one, so I shouldn't have any traction problems since I'm not using my mule. Okay, gotta find the correct location. There it is. It was just over here. You would think I would actually know my way around by now. I'll set up so I can just easily drive out. The only issue is it's going to be just getting these walls to go into bed properly. Okay. Here comes the fun part. I probably want to try laying on the far back of the vehicle. Okay, I gotta pull this truck back farther. How about that should do? Ooh, excuse me. Okay. Oh, I want to stand it out more like this. Like so, and then slowly bring it back down. Just like so. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. I might be on the top of my crane truck, but it should work. Now, can I get this to actually strap everything back down? That's a different question altogether. Okay, now to go out more like this, like last time. Aim it just right. That. Don't slide, don't slide. Cut. And there. This is turning out more tedious, so I'll probably just fast forward from this point on.
If you guys don't mind, that way you don't have to sit through all this lovely pain.
Okay, that's different. And that works. Okay. Definitely I don't even have to do that because I'm gonna just teleport it back to the base. Now to see if this actually gets to the base safely, so I'll just leave the crane where it's at, just in case I need set back into my rails again. I'm gonna stay in this view just in case. I'm just high enough so it doesn't really matter too much. My only concern is if I make the bridge and if I'm thin enough. Good, good. Get the back wheels up. One more turn and well, once I'm past the bridge, I'm home free. Okay, I want to line this up to the center. The nice thing about this one is because I'm right in the middle, setting-wise. And I just barely fit with a little bit of clearance. Yeah, I just barely fit. Just a little wide there, not too much. Okay, I'm gonna drop this off, pull this vehicle, oh, we call this vehicle back to the garage and let the crane do its thing. So I want to find a nice spot in the middle of the two locations. Or maybe I'll just, well, one's right here. So maybe I'll back out here and come over here, get the crane and do its thing, and do this one last. Yeah. Why don't just do that, be done with, and make myself less pain. Because at this point in the game, it's what can I ever make it so I don't go to the bottom of the alcohol. So less pain is more game. I do believe I ran over a stump. Okay, I should be all clear. I'm going to turn this around, so all I gotta do is pick up pieces. That should give me a little clearance in and out. And look, I didn't spend any fuel. And my vehicle's brand new again too, in a way. I know it's rusty, but still. I noticed whenever you teleport anything through that other vehicle, the damage is still on there. So it's like, okay, that didn't really do anything. I just spent a good bit of fuel on it. Did I remember to take the belts off? The straps, I should say. No, I did not. Okay. I probably left them on just in case I actually would hit that vehicle and didn't want the, you know, the walls to go into the water. Okay, I'm gonna turn this back this up back this up if anything, because I know the top part is actually on the back part of the truck. Okay, that's unstrapped, and let's get back to work. I want this on correct position. I'll do the farther side. Can I actually reach it? Barely. Okay, I could have pulled the truck a little bit further frontward, but I think this is actually just perfect. Okay, yep. This will work out just fine. I'll probably just fast forward this a little bit so you don't have to sit around with it. Okay, as I put the last one in, I almost recalled my vehicle by mistake. Almost. And it looks like part of that wall actually busted out. Okay. Put the straps back on, and off we go to the last location. I'm glad in a way I caught that I could actually just do this instead. Just bring the walls over here instead of just carrying it by the crane. That would have taken a little bit longer than I would have wanted to deal with. It's all about the approach. And since I'm doing it by myself, I don't have that extra help with another teammate. So I'm gonna places. Let's see. Somewhere close. I'm not sure I can fit in the crane over here. I almost did by this big lump here. Makes it easy for it to tip over into the water. So from experience, I'm better off just trying to get the walls over these crates here. Or better yet, moving the crates out of my way and going from there. And I gotta watch out for my one part. My shuttle part, I should say, right here. That I dropped off. Yeah, I'm gonna drop it right about here. Retain. And deploy. I'm gonna get as much as I can done within 2 hours. It's gonna be a longer video. I can already tell. Okay, yeah, that does happen time to time. Because supposedly you're supposed to be able to teleport both items. I heard one of the players were doing on Reddit. Okay, grab this, pick it up, hopefully over the crates where they don't drag the crates with them. I mean, I should just push them out of my way too, but hey. I just want to get this job complete. That's one. And since there was nothing to be done with these space parts, I can actually just sell them. I'll find out later how much each one is once I have all the parts together. Now, I probably will use my big tray, I can't remember the proper name of it. I believe it's the Russian truck. That even can be converted for that survey sander. I'll just use that to transfer everything since it has the best weight limit. I should be able to make it. Oh, come on. There we go.
The locals will be happy about this. I bet they'll be more than happy to help you in the future.
I don't know about that. It's not like this water's going to start draining by itself. I'll still have these massive puddles to deal with. Let's see, the side one here, deliver backup transformers. I still gotta look into what transformers I gotta look for. Oh, oh dear. This isn't a bad one. It's just I gotta clear this path right here with the crane that doesn't reach to it. So that means I gotta bring my own crane to that location. Yeah. This one I'll say is for the next episode, right off the bat, because I gotta do a lot of cleaning, and I'll also be next to the tow truck. I might just say that for the next episode, like I was saying, and yeah, I'm just trying to plan this out in my head, is all. Yeah. On to the main job. I got one more, which is support, and I'd like to see what's going on with it. And since I gotta look for a item, I better go with my best vehicle. Retain. And off you go, little friend. I believe it left us in the forest up north. When it was getting the shuttle ports. Okay, so off to the port. See what's going on over there. And I might do like a double episode today, which with the next thing being the toys. Since I'll be over there getting some of that stuff done, or maybe I'll do some woodwork for a change once I hit level 14. I mean, that's the reason I'm not really touching it, because I want to get that and test out that new paver down. Otherwise, I'm like, there's not really much else on 14. It's just that one vehicle. Now I got my sand survey over here. It should be coming to view. If I remember, I placed it over here. Yeah, there it is. Now the sand machine, the next location I got placed is over here. So I can do more woodwork over from the railway station to the port. Since I have all the power lines down, there should be no more being placed down, I should say. So I can actually get back to work on that over here. I don't think there's any more issues on the other side. It's almost like I need a second one. But that's only if I had another teammate to work with. It would definitely come in handy. So I'm not sure how much further I'm going to get. I might be stopping the episode right after I get to the location. I just love just kick me out of the driver's seat as the cabin just floods in. That's the first time that has ever happened. Okay. Wait, did I find it?
Buckle up. We have a few new things to do. First, we need the cargo from the barge. The one that washed away upriver. I know. Inconvenient. If you could search for it to the north of the port, along the river, maybe you'll get lucky. Second, some local fishermen have kindly offered us the use of their navigation equipment. We'll need that so we can open the port for incoming ships. A utility truck loaded with it is waiting for you at Fisherman's Isle. All you need to do is drive it to the port. Any cargo you find along the way, return it to there. And while you're at it, the port could use a good cleanup too.
Okay, so first off, there's no road from Fisherman Isle to this port unless I go by. Luckily, I got my 2 bridges over here completed. So that's a little spoiler for everyone else. That's the only way to this Fisherman Isle. And what is this one? Tidy up. Watch the wave, north. Return to the port. Okay, so that's cleanup. I might just do that off screen and just record it off of there. That's afterwards, and looking for the missing barge. Oh, just there? I mean, I have the truck to look for it. This one's to deliver the truck. So what's the cleanup? I really don't want to look, but I might as well. Oh goody. I was just there. Easiest way is actually by the sawmill to get to this side. And here's the lighthouse. Now I haven't found any of the Zelda. Well, technically on Reddit it shows actually called Warhammer barrels, the black things I found in Sunken. I haven't found one in this level map so far, so I have to relook. If not, look on the post see if there's any hints on where I could find at least one of them. Because when I look in this mode, I don't see any barrels. It was always a pain in the butt to look for the toys. There's another 5 grand right here. Because the toys, the barrels, and the forklifts are your best money makers. And I'm not sure how much I'll get for the space parts. For the rocket booster. Okay. I'll do the missing parts real quick. I'm already in the vehicle I need. That shouldn't take too long. That way, once I come back over here with the crane, I'll have that stuff done. So, between now and when I do the next episode, I also have the roadwork with the train yard to here complete. And I might also try to do some of the roadwork for over here, since I have the sand pit right here. And I think there's another sand pit over here somewhere, I believe. No, there's one right over here I could use. I gotta make do with this here. Try to get everything done in that one small spot. Okay. Yeah. Only other thing I would say, if they could do, is make where the sand piles are located at. All the sand spots where you can actually place this vehicle down if you're in it or have it out and about. That way you can actually find these sand spots you're supposed to be looking for. That would make my life a lot easier and probably for a lot of other players too. If you could just make it like right here, a little indication we had this highlighted and have a different marker display. And I want to go through the sand spot over to here, so I should be fine. It's only 2 chunks. How far lost can I get? Okay, there's the point. And I'm pretty much just going straight through this. It can't be that bad, can it? Well, I could have been proven wrong before. Don't go too fast. I don't want to destroy the engine. Okay, so it's by water. If I didn't really see the damage in the valley up, well, east of here, I should say. Yay, 14. Okay.
Wow, the forest is not quite where I'd expect to find the barge. If our heavy vehicles are going to get to it, you'll need to clear out the trees.
No. I'll use the heavy crane and just plow through the trees. I'm not using the cutter. No. I'll do what I've done before and just use the crane to run them over. That way I can also take out the stumps too. 2 in 1. I'll do that in the next episode. So yeah, that's one job in a way done. Range driveway to the barge. Dealer truck equipment. Okay, and yeah. So this last bit is going to be just delivering the equipment. It'll probably take up the rest of the time. So yeah.
The utility truck should be just on the little flooded island there. Nothing better than working with the locals to help their communities recover. As jaded as I am, it brings a tear to my eye. Almost.
Yeah, I would say almost, because just like that, a spiral coffee you have to drink. I know I'm probably starting to sound a little hostile to Callie, but I'm getting really tired of hearing about that machine shop. Oh, it's just wonderful they actually survived. Oh, no, 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 no. I can't believe I just did that. I should have known better. I can't believe it. So yeah, this part here I'm going to just fast forward for you guys, so you don't have to see it. Okay, back on the road again. Now, I know I got that large muddy section to come up to next. And I probably should have done this a little bit after I got that road paved. So, whether or not I get this complete, I shall find out. I should be able to get through, but do recall, there was a nice little section there where that one scouting vehicle went under and kicked me out of the driver's seat. So there is a good bit of possibility that I will sink with this vehicle and will need to be pulled out again with a crane. On the bright side, most of the road is done in pavement. Just a few sections, here and there. And I'm pretty sure when I go to check how much is left on the progress report, which I kind of wish we could actually just take a quick gander look into it from here. I mean, I'm probably just missing a setting in the game that I could be easily looking at it in the garage, but hey, it's probably one of those things that some people just say, hey, it's live and learn. You will find out when you find out, just like on the points. But I did not know I have my limit of 200 points. And before I end the video, I'm actually going to take a look and compare the two paving units. The old one we've been using for the most part of the game, which we're already halfway through done, and we're just getting the new one. I kind of like to have that come out sooner, quite honestly. If it's actually even improved version, or is it going to be another dud like the was it Zegu's 200 something LT? That one claw on, which is a great deal of disappointment. I thought that would have a better carry weight limit since it's on treads. Okay, I'm at the swamp. How do I want to tackle this? Do I want to go through here, which is actually quite deep, or do I want to go through the power line way, which is actually so-so? Power line sounds good. I just gotta be in third person and take a look when I'm driving. Either way, I'm gonna find out real quick if I sink or swim. Okay, this is gonna take a while, so guess what? It's another fast forward. Okay, I think I'm safe from anything that can take me over. I'm on pavement somewhat. I'll go the long way around. Wait, nothing from Cali? Oh, that's new. Okay, so yeah, I'll probably do a lot of road work on this in between, which is mostly going to be finishing up between the port to the railroad station. I should probably also just do road work from the port to the warehouse. I mean, given they'll have to be done either way, I mean, it'll probably also have to be from the warehouse, say, production facilities too, as a mission. I mean, I see the sand pit, so I can see it actually happening. And then I gotta do one road or some way over here with my heavy crane. which actually it's already almost there, so I'll probably be doing that in between episodes, getting that all set. And before I end it, okay, so our best one, brand new, 223 in the shop. We just unlocked is 324. Now the paving width is 6. 6 grand, 60 grand, I just have enough for it. What's the paving width of this one? 4.9, so just barely under 5. That should make my life a little bit easier for doing the job. I actually want to take a look how fast it actually moves. So let's get to the rest of the team with it. And I want to see how well this does. We're going to test quick drive. About the same speed. So I'll need the truck again to get over there. Small touch screen, it looks like. Okay. Looks nice. Not sure why you need all these controls for. All you're doing is activating it, and that's it. But at least I have AC compared to the other one. Okay, so with that, thank you for watching the video. Sorry it's been a little bit longer and so forth, but I'd rather do something a little bit longer and get a few more jobs completed than just do something real short and have misery and pain. So I'll try to have these a little bit more organized. So with that, thank you for watching and have a nice day.